Welcome to Arsenal Studios. This is Learning English with Movies. Get ready to step into the world of high-octane martial arts, legendary fighters, and epic battles. Today, we're delving into the action-packed world of Street Fighter. We'll also be practicing using comparatives and superlatives. If you are new here, the goal of this channel is to help intermediate English language students practice and improve their English skills by using movies as the main topic. If you like our content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Based on the wildly popular video game series, Street Fighter brought our favorite characters to life on the big screen, delivering non-stop action and unforgettable moments. When Street Fighter hit theaters in 1994, it arrived amid a wave of enthusiasm and skepticism. In the middle of Surrounded by. Directed by Steven E. D'Souza, the film starred Jean-Claude Van Damme as Colonel Guile and Raul Julia in a memorable final performance as the villainous General M. Bison. Although the movie received mixed reviews, its impact on popular culture and the legacy it left behind are undeniable. Transitioning a video game to a feature film is no small feat, especially in the early 90s when the genre was still finding its footing. No small feat, a significant or difficult achievement. Street Fighter faced the challenge of adapting a fighting game with a rich roster of characters, but a relatively thin narrative. Roster: a list or plan showing turns of duty, or the names of those available for a particular purpose. The film had to expand the game's universe, giving depth to the backstories and motivations of characters like Chun-Li, Ryu, Ken, and many others. The film's plot centers around Guile's quest to stop General Bison, who has kidnapped several hostages and plans to use them as leverage for his plans of world domination. Leverage: the use of something to maximum advantage, to exert influence. This straightforward good versus evil narrative provided a framework to showcase the diverse and colorful personalities from the game. Jean-Claude Van Damme, already a well-known action star, brought his martial arts expertise and charisma to the role of Guile. Expertise: specialized knowledge or skill in a particular field. However, it was Raul Julia's portrayal of General Bison that truly stood out. Julia's performance, filled with dramatic flair and a sense of theatricality, elevated Bison to an iconic status. Flair: a natural talent or distinctive style. Tragically, Street Fighter was Julia's final film before his passing, adding a poignant layer to his already unforgettable performance. Poignant: evoking a keen sense of sadness or regret, emotionally moving. Upon its release, Street Fighter received a lukewarm response from critics. Lukewarm, moderately warm, unenthusiastic, or indifferent. The film was often criticized for its campy tone, thin plot, and sometimes awkward dialogue. Campy: deliberately exaggerated and theatrical in style, often amusingly so. Despite these critiques, it performed moderately well at the box office, buoyed by the popularity of the video game and the star appeal of Van Damme. Buoyed: supported or uplifted, often emotionally. Over the years, the film has gained a cult following. Street Fighter paved the way for future video game adaptations, highlighting both the potential and pitfalls of translating interactive entertainment into a cinematic experience. Pitfalls: hidden or unexpected dangers or difficulties. The character of Bison, as portrayed by Raul Julia, remains a touchstone for over-the-top villainy in cinema. Touchstone: a standard or criterion by which something is judged or recognized. Whether you view it as a flawed attempt or a cult classic, there's no denying that Street Fighter has earned its place in the annals of pop culture history. Annals: historical records or chronicles. Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, released in 2009, is a live-action film that focuses on one of the franchise's most iconic characters, Chun-Li, portrayed by Kristen Kruk. Directed by Andrzej Bartkowiak, the movie attempts to delve into Chun-Li's origin story, exploring her transformation from a concert pianist to a martial arts warrior seeking justice for her kidnapped father. To delve into, to investigate, or research deeply. The film introduces a darker, grittier tone compared to its 1994 predecessor, with a plot revolving around Chun-Li's quest to take down the crime lord Bison, played by Neil McDonough. Grittier: showing courage and resolve, more realistic and tough. Despite its ambitions and action sequences, the film was met with largely negative reviews, criticized for its weak script, lackluster character development, and deviation from the source material. Lackluster, lacking in vitality, force, or conviction, uninspired or dull. Sony Pictures has officially announced that the highly anticipated Street Fighter movie will hit theaters on March 20th, 2026. This film, based on the iconic video game franchise, is a collaborative effort between Legendary and Capcom, the company behind the beloved series. However, the project recently faced a setback when directors Danny and Michael Philippou departed due to scheduling conflicts. Setback, a reversal or check in progress, an obstacle or difficulty. Despite this, excitement remains high for Street Fighter, which continues to capture the imaginations of fans since the original arcade game's debut in 1987. Before we continue, I would like to invite you to check out our online course at THINKIFIC. The Learning English with Movies course was designed for intermediate English language students who love movies and filmmaking. You can practice your English reading and listening skills, learn new key vocabulary and grammar, and confirm your comprehension with fun quizzes. The Learning English with Movies book is also available from Amazon. For more information, as well as fun and useful tips and recommendations, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, let's practice some useful grammar structures, comparatives and superlatives. Comparatives and superlatives are forms of adjectives and adverbs used to compare two or more things. They help us describe differences and similarities, indicating degrees of quality, quantity, or extent. Comparatives are used to compare two things. They often end in ER for one-syllable adjectives or use more or less for adjectives with two or more syllables. Example: compared to his last fight, Ryu's punches are harder. Ken appears to be more agile than Ryu when dodging attacks. Chun-Li's reflexes are quicker than any other characters. Superlatives are used to compare three or more things, indicating the highest or lowest degree of the quality being described. They often end in EST for one-syllable adjectives or use most or least for adjectives with two or more syllables. Example: Ryu is recognized as the best martial artist in the world. Among all the fighters, Bison is the most feared. Chun-Li's spinning bird kick is the most impressive move in the game. By using comparatives and superlatives, we can convey nuanced differences and extreme qualities effectively. This not only enriches our descriptions, but also helps in better understanding and comparing the attributes of characters, actions, or objects in any narrative context. Thanks for watching. Have you seen the Street Fighter? Are you looking forward to watching the Street Fighter reboot? What's your favorite video game movie? Write down your thoughts in the comments below.
Do you like sushi?
It's all right.
See you next time.
Run for your life! I'll cover you!